Hi, Arpi Vartanian here. I'm the Regional Director of the Armenian Assembly of America, and I'm here with one of our 2018 Summer Internship Program in Armenia interns, Jivan, who is from Massachusetts, and he is at university studying mechanical engineering. But while here in Armenia this summer, he got to explore a whole nother avenue of things, and I want you to have a chance to get to know him and hear from him. Maybe he could help answer some questions or about Armenia, about the program, or just enlighten you about some things. So here we go. I'm flipping the camera over to Jivan. Here we go. Okay, not very good at this. I didn't internship with you. So Jivan, there we go. Hi Jivan.
Hello.
Jivan, I said you're from Massachusetts and you're studying mechanical engineering. Where are you studying? Where do you study?
It's Worcester Polytechnic Institute in Worcester, Mass.
Okay, and as I recall, you've been to Armenia before, correct?
I came once in 2008 when I was like 8 years old. So, yeah, it's a changed place, and I've changed as well. So
absolutely.
It's good to see it again.
So now this summer you were not involved with mechanical engineering. You were interning at the Eurasian Foundation.
Eurasia Partnership Foundation.
I always get that those two guys.
The EPF.
Eurasian Partnership Foundation. What did you do there? And why did you want to intern there and not at an engineering company?
So I saw this experience as a great opportunity to explore something different. My school, especially because it's engineering centered, I don't get to see the, humanities side or the different side of things very often. So I thought I'll probably be doing engineering for a while to come, so I would like to try something else.
It's wonderful. And what kind of work what was your day-to-day work like?
So the EPF, Eurasia Partnership Foundation, is an NGO here that works with a couple different main areas. The one I was most interested in is their cross-border normalization efforts. So they work with Turkey and Azerbaijan to try to normalize relationships and bring people together from those different places. And that's really interesting for me because obviously we're all looking for peace, and also I think it's time we worked out differences and started moving forward.
You think it's possible?
It's going to be very difficult, especially on a large scale, but one thing I appreciated is at the EPF, the mindset is not let's bring these two whole countries together right now, but it's let's start dialogue, let's start relationships between small groups.
That's excellent.
And from that ground root relationship, things will grow.
So I can safely say to our viewers, to you, that by coming here this summer, you were able to play a part in that. And you're right, it's not going to happen overnight, it's not going to happen in a week or a month, or maybe a year, or all completely at once, but you were able to play. By coming here this summer and doing an internship, you were able to play a role in all of this. And even maybe when you go back to Massachusetts, there might even be a role for you to continue cooperating with your new colleagues and your new friends to be able to do something from over there, because Armenians are everywhere, and helping people understand or changing mindsets might be a great way for you to do this. So I was going to suggest, that maybe when you go back to Massachusetts, if there's like an Armenian club or an Armenian group, or you go to the local Armenian church, you might want to organize something where you can just talk to people about this and explain more of what you did and more of what some of those ideas are.
Absolutely. I think
we'd love that.
I think the weeks I spent here were important, and I definitely got a lot out of it, but I think a lot of the work I can do can be done at home and can be done past this. It was a good learning experience to see what they're doing, what's going on, and I'd love to continue the work that's been going on.
Outstanding. Now you said you were here last about 10 years ago.
Yeah, about 10 years ago.
I know that when I go back and forth every year, I come back and I still see changes, but with the 10-year difference, you must have seen some pretty big changes. What were some of the things that struck you the most as far as changes went?
So it's hard to say. It was almost so long ago that I don't have very clear memory of this place. We came for about 2 weeks and we were touring everywhere. But I'd say just the spirit and the energy that I've seen, especially in Yerevan. At night, people are walking around, walking northern, families are out.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily sure that's different than how it was, but that's definitely something I've appreciated while I was here.
So, after your work hours, you had free time. So maybe you hung out with your roommate, Rafi, or maybe you went out to a cafe or to a restaurant, or you hung out at the house. What was your favorite thing to do in the evenings? What was the most number one choice of places you would go?
So one thing that I really enjoyed this summer that unfortunately won't be the same the next couple of summers is the World Cup was going on. So I really enjoyed just getting out of work, going to an outdoor cafe, which there are plenty of those, relaxing, getting a drink, getting some food, and enjoying the World Cup and the atmosphere.
Excellent. Well, every 4 years, I guess.
Every 4 years, yeah.
Okay. And what made you decide to come to Armenia this summer, and would you recommend it to others?
I would absolutely recommend it. I just finished my sophomore year, so I feel like I had kind of a flexibility this summer that maybe next summer I'll have to get more of a focused internship in my specific field. But what I liked about this summer is the opportunity to try something different at the EPF and also get a different experience in Armenia. I really appreciated the freedom that I had here. So I'm living with Rafi, and we get to plan our own schedules. Just go see things on our own and experience the city for ourselves. So I'd absolutely recommend it to others.
Okay. And then I hope you also recommend people to consider the Armenian Assembly summer internship program, the more formal aspects of it and the longer version, because I know that you guys were limited in your time here.
Yeah, so something I really like about the Assembly internship is that it gives you structure and freedom at the same time almost. So there are events, there are things planned, meetings with people, excursions, but there's also enough free time built in that you can explore Armenia for yourself.
Well, I am so glad that I've gotten to know you as well, and I look forward to seeing you, if not in 4 years for the next World Cup, sooner, back in Armenia. And Armenia is now becoming a wonderful place to come and visit year-round. It's not just the summertime or the fall or the spring. It's all, year-round, and things are becoming easier. So please do come back and visit. And I thank you. Thank you for being here.
It's been wonderful.
Ciao.